Mom. I'm Kendall Lawrence, and I am so happy that you're here again with me today. And today's video was really special because today I am doing a collaboration with Keith Batag, and Keith and I have decided that we're going to both make a meatloaf recipe. And I am going to have fun with my meatloaf today. I am making a meatloaf that's stuffed with macaroni and cheese. Yes, I said it, a stuffed macaroni and cheese meatloaf. I've never done this recipe before, but I can imagine my kids are going to love it because they love meatloaf and they love macaroni and cheese. So the two of them cook together in a loaf. Oh my gosh, they're going to go crazy on me. And I want you to go over, I'm not sure what Keith is going to do in terms of his meatloaf, but I'm sure it's going to be excellent because Keith is an excellent cook, and I want you to go over there and I want you to check out his video and check out his channel because Keith does a lot of wonderful things over there on his channel. Keith Batag, the Vulgar Chef. Go over and check out a lot of his videos and his recipes. He's an excellent cook, and you're going to be so glad that you subscribe to his channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button when you go over and visit with Keith. So let's go ahead and get into the kitchen and take a look at our ingredients. So here are the ingredients for our macaroni and cheese stuffed meatloaf. I have a pound of fresh ground pork here. I have a little over a pound of ground beef, and I have a pound of hot Italian sausage, and this is completely optional. I had this in the refrigerator and needed to use it up, and so I'm just throwing it in this meatloaf, but you know, I wouldn't normally do that. Hopefully it'll be really good. I have some macaroni and cheese that I prepared on top of the stove. You can use your favorite macaroni and cheese recipe. Here I have some A1 sauce. I have some tomato soup. I have an onion that I've diced up. I have some breadcrumbs. I'm using panko. Use whatever kind of breadcrumbs you have on hand or just use some bread. And I have some grated cheddar cheese, and I have an egg. So let's go ahead and start putting this together. All right, I have my meat in the bowl here, and now I'm going to simply add my onions, my breadcrumbs. I'm going to add my egg. And I'm going to add about, I'm going to say, yeah, 3 tablespoons, about 3 tablespoons of A1 sauce. And all of these ingredients and instructions will be in the description box, guys. And I'm making more than what the recipe is designed. The recipe is designed with 2 pounds of ground meat, and you know, I'm going to have more servings. So I'm going to give you the original recipe or close to the original recipe in the description box. So I'm going to get all of this stuff combined. Okay. So I have been combining this with my very, very clean hands, and I've combined it I've been, you know, kneading it all together just long enough to get everything blended in together well. I don't want to overwork the meat because you want the meatloaf to be light and fluffy. You don't want it to be heavy. All right, so let me wash my hands and let's move on. Okay, so I've taken half of my meatloaf mixture and I've placed it inside a loaf pan, and I'm just kind of shaping my meatloaf to the pan and creating a well inside the middle, as you can see, so that I can have a place to put my macaroni. Okay, as you can see, I'm filling my meatloaf with my macaroni and cheese mixture, and now I'm just going to put the other half of my meat on top and get it covered up and shaped really nicely. Okay, so that looks pretty daggone good to me. Okay, so I have it turned out now. This is a giant meatloaf. Okay, I have it turned, it's really tall. I don't know if you can tell that on camera. I have the camera zoomed in too. So I have it turned out onto the broiler pan, and I'm just kind of like making sure that it's all closed up so that I won't have a lot of cheese oozing out. And I am going to pop this in the oven on 350 for about an hour, and we'll be back. So my meatloaf has been in the oven for about 25 minutes now, and I am putting some of my tomato soup on the top. Now the recipe says that this is supposed to be ketchup, but I don't like ketchup. I don't like the sweetness that ketchup gives. The recipe that I put in the description box will be with ketchup, and I'm going to top this with the remaining, with my cheddar cheese that I have here. I don't know why I said remaining, but I'm going to top this with the cheddar cheese that I have, and I'm going to pop it back in the oven for about 15 minutes. Okay, our meatloaf is out of the oven, and I am so extremely anxious to cut into this. It's been resting now for about 15 minutes, so let's go ahead and get to the good part. I'm just going to cut. I want to see what the inside looks like, so I'm going to cut into it deep. And let's see. Whoa, holy macaroni. Will you take a look at that? How gorgeous is that? Wow. Let's see. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. I'm going to take a taste. Okay, so I have a big, beautiful slice of my macaroni and cheese stuffed meatloaf. Let's give it a taste. God, this is really beautiful. Oh, I always have to use my fingers on camera. Woo-wee, man, those flavors are popping. That creamy macaroni and cheese filled center, oh my gosh. And the flavors, the A1 and the tomato soup, and you know, I wasn't even heavy with spices, but it's got loads of flavor. This is top notch, guys. Please give this recipe a try, and please go over and check out my friend Keith Batag and watch him make his awesome meatloaf. I'm not sure what kind of meatloaf he's making, but I know it's going to be awesome. Okay, and please give him a thumbs up and subscribe, and as always, comment, like, subscribe. Please share this video for me, and go feed your family. I love you guys. Bye bye.